Welcome to Module 1. This module is the most important module in this entire training because if you misunderstand your role, every technical decision you make afterward will eventually fail at the board level. Let's make technology make sense from a master's point of view. If you were promoted from within IT or hired because of your technical expertise, this will feel uncomfortable at first. That is normal. As an IT director, you are no longer measured by how well systems work. You are measured by how well risk is managed, money is justified, and trust is maintained with district leadership and the school board. In this module, we will reset how you think about your job before we ever talk about networks, cybersecurity, or budgets. Most first-time IT directors believe their promotion was about being better at technology. It was not. Your promotion was about decision-making under uncertainty. Your value is no longer in knowing the answer. Your value is in knowing which risks are acceptable, which risks must be funded, and how to explain those decisions to non-technical leaders. If you continue to operate as the smartest technician in the room, you will eventually be perceived as a liability, not an asset, at the executive level. Let's be very clear about this distinction. A technician focuses on correctness. An executive focuses on consequences. A technician asks, what is the best technical solution? An executive asks, what happens if this fails, and who is accountable? At the board level, nobody cares how elegant your network design is. They care whether the district will make the news if it goes down. Your success depends on how well you internalize that shift. One of the fastest ways to derail your credibility is misunderstanding who you serve. You do not work for teachers. You do not work for principals. You do not work for vendors. You work for the superintendent and the board, whether you speak to them daily or once a quarter. Every major technology decision must be defensible to them, even if they never ask about it directly. If you cannot explain a decision in plain, risk-based language, you should not make that decision yet. In Texas, governance lines matter a lot. The board sets policy, approves budgets, owns public accountability. The superintendent executes board policy, owns operational outcomes, delegates authority. The IT director designs systems to enable instruction, protects district data and infrastructure, advises leadership on risk and cost. You are not a policymaker. You are a trusted advisor whose recommendations must survive public scrutiny. Many new IT directors make the mistake of believing authority only exists when it is exercised publicly. That is incorrect. Your authority exists in procurement recommendations, architecture approvals, security decisions, risk acceptance statements. Even if your name never appears in board minutes, your fingerprints are on every major technology outcome. That is why documentation matters. That is why email language matters. That is why silence can be interpreted as approval. No one tells you this during promotion interviews. When something goes wrong, you own the explanation. Not the vendor, not the technician, not the consultant. The board will not ask, why did the vendor fail? They will ask, why did the district allow this risk? Your primary role is not preventing failure. Your role is ensuring failure is anticipated, budgeted, documented, and defensible. Boards rarely say what they expect from IT, but their behavior tells you everything. Boards expect no surprises, clear cost justification, legal and cybersecurity compliance, confidence without arrogance. If a board learns about a technology issue from the news before hearing it from leadership, trust is already damaged. Your job is to make risk boring, predictable, managed, and explainable. Success as an IT director is not measured by uptime alone. Success means funding is approved without panic, incidents are handled without chaos, audits produce no surprises, leadership trusts your judgment. These are the most common mistakes first-time IT directors make. 1. Over-engineering solutions without executive buy-in. 2. Speaking in technical language to non-technical audiences. 3. Avoiding uncomfortable budget conversations. 4. Assuming best practice equals approved practice. None of these are technical failures. They are leadership failures. One final rule for this module: stop being the hero. Heroes fix things quietly and absorb risk personally. Executives surface risk early and distribute accountability appropriately. Success as an IT director is not measured by uptime alone. Success means funding is approved without panic. Incidents are handled without chaos. Audits produce no surprises. Leadership trusts your judgment. If people say, we trust IT has this under control, you are doing your job correctly. This module is the foundation for everything that follows. Network architecture, cybersecurity, budgeting, and vendor management all fail if you approach them with the wrong mindset. One final rule for this module: stop being the hero. Heroes fix things quietly. and absorb risk personally. Executives surface risk early and distribute accountability appropriately. If you are the only person who understands your systems, your district is at risk, and so are you. Leadership is about making yourself replaceable, not indispensable. This module is the foundation for everything that follows. Network architecture, cybersecurity, budgeting, and vendor management all fail if you approach them with the wrong mindset. In the next module, we will move from mindset into district-scale network thinking, where we apply this executive perspective to real infrastructure decisions. If this module challenged you, that's a good sign. It means you are transitioning correctly. Let's make technology make sense from a master's point of view.